Oh my days, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy JT. We're here. I can't lie to you, I fell asleep. You can tell by my eyes, I literally woke up 3 minutes ago and I jumped straight on camera. Apologize, I wanted to be here early, but I fell asleep. I got up to do a show at like 6:30 in the morning. Took too much caffeine, couldn't get back to sleep. Ended up crashing out at like 1, and I slept through my alarm for 2:30 and just got up now. But we're here. I have missed the first 10 minutes, so please let me know if I've missed anything juicy. Please let me know if I've missed anything juicy, but I don't think I have. I think everything seems a little copacetic. Leeds United are still drawing 0-0, so we haven't fucked anything up. We haven't fucked anything up yet. Are we good? Let me know if we're all good in the hood, brother. Please let me know if we're all good in the hood. That was not good right there. That was not good in the slightest. Leeds United giving that one away big time to Arsenal there. Great attack down the left-hand side, sorry. But who does it fall to? Gyökeres, who plays the ball back to Martinelli, I believe that was. And Leeds United are no longer cooking. That was almost bad. I put that on the wrong screen there. Wrong screen. Big up your damn self-curved glass, my man. Oh, it's good to have you back, my brother. Good to have you back, Mr. Curved Glass Enio. The main man himself. Great to have you in here. As per usual. Obviously, your boys are absolutely fucking flying on all cylinders, mate. Thank FPL CODE. I was having to watch AFTV. Again, apologies, Postman Cap. I was actually working for LUTV this morning on their other channel, DR Sports. And I had to get up at like 6:37 in the morning to make sure I was up for it. And I took a bunch of caffeine. I was running on half an hour sleep to do it. I couldn't get back to sleep till like 1 o'clock. And I was meant to have like a quick half an hour nap. And I ended up sleeping in until 5 minutes ago. I fell asleep through all my alarms. I jumped out of bed. I sprinted straight over to my computer, whacked the go live button on, slapped the game on. So I have missed the first 10 minutes. Please let me know if anything exciting happened. You made expressions yesterday. Where did you see him? Where did you see him, lad? All right, let's get this TikTok cooking as well. Let's get this TikTok cooking. I should be good to go. Alright, we should be good to go, lad. Uh-oh. Of course this has happened, mate. Of course. Very easily. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. And we're cooking again. He's cooking again. Oh, Brendan Aronson. He's cooking again. How this is 3 o'clock, by the way, I mean, I will never know. This is definitely a 12:30 game minimum. How this is a 3 o'clock game, I don't have a Scoobies, mate. Not a Scooby-Doobies. I don't have a Scoobies. So you need to check if that was there. That's confidential. Say no more, my bro. How did you find the experience? Good guy? You have a nice interaction? As Arsenal ping the ball down the right-hand side here, it's the Yok again who gets absolutely fiddled with by Joe Rodon, but Arsenal still have the ball in the attack here. Hang on a second, not liking the look of that. They pulled it back for something, and Leeds United get away with it there. We get away with the one there. That was a dangerous attack. Gyökeres absolutely fiddled with by Rodon, still ends up with the ball somehow. Gets the ball back to Havertz, tries to slide it through to Madueke, who is in no man's land, should I say. And this Gyökeres in the midfield. Gyökeres in the midfield. Havertz in the midfield seems to be unlocking Gyökeres almost here. Here we go. 19 minutes into the match, and now Arsenal start to build another attack of their own. It is Saliba this time. Cuts the ball back to Zubamendi, who cuts it all the way back. Arsenal not having any sustained pressure right now. Not even dominating possession against Leeds United. Oh! Curved glass, my man. Thank you for the super chat. W's in the chat. Oh my days, did I have that muted? I did have my desktop audio muted. I did have it muted. Thank you, Curved Glass, for the $6.68. Appreciate ya, my man. Thank you so much for that. So much love. I wish I could give you even more energy right now, but I have just woken up, as I said, so I want to think of things to say and share my gratitude for what you have just done there. But thank you so much. I appreciate you so much, my bro. Great to be within your vicinity once again. I'm sure you've got some more crazy bets lined up for this match, as you always seem to have. But thank you so much for popping in. It's an absolute pleasure, as always. And, yeah, hopefully this is a cracking rest of this game of football that we are tuned in for here. How we playing, brother? Past 10 minutes, we've actually played well. We're level on possession with Arsenal as well. We're making the pitch compact. I have to say, I didn't see the first 10 minutes. I was asleep. So please allow me. I tried to take a nap, and that nap turned into 1.5 hours sleeping through the alarm jobby. Yeah, it turned into 1.5 hours sleeping through the alarm jobby. So let's just say the first 10 minutes of this match were not seen, but the rest of it have been, and Leeds have been doing well. Gyökeres has had a couple of decent moments within there, but we have Calvert-Lewin dropping in with Gruev, Stach, and Aronson to make a midfield four, a bank of four in front of Ethan Ampadu there. And it's kind of helping us right now. It's limiting Arsenal to not having too much of the ball. It's allowing Leeds to, create some space for ourselves to retain possession of the football. And all along that, at the same time, what it's also doing is resulting in Arsenal forced to be pushed out wide into areas where they can't get the ball into the box. And so far, so good. We're defending them well. There's another example of that. Pushnani Madueke very far outside. He slapped the ball across the face of goal. No one's there. The cross goes all the way over to James Justin, who is forced to head the ball out for a corner. You're off to AFTV now, Curved Glass. Say no more, my bro. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming in, my man. Thank you so much for the super chat, as always. And I'm sure this isn't the last conversation we're going to be having about this game. So go have a great one, man. Thanks for popping in. Sam Galvin, come on, my boy. How you doing, lad? Come on, Leeds, indeed. Thank you for the follow as well, Sam Galvin. Welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers to have a great and beautiful game, a.k.a. The Bloodline. Welcome in, brother. As James Justin tries to head this ball away, Declan Rice instead beats him to it, heads it back to Gruev, who heads it onto his own head, and heads it again, out of the box. About time, my friend. About time. Let me tell you that for free. And I could charge you to tell you that as well, but, I'm not going to charge you because anyone can see that should be getting out of there a lot earlier than it did. A lot earlier than it did. As Judy and Timber looks to throw this in. This ain't going to be a long throwing special. That's no Ethan Ampadu. He tries a little dinky one in there. Was that Havertz making that run for him to get the ball into there? Little lofter, that one. Little lofter. Let's get this sorted, by the way. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now, more scroll. All right, well, we can't have Leeds and Arsenal on the table at the same time, as expected. So we shall move over to Leeds, which is the more pertinent issue right now, is where we are situated in the league table. Because if we were to lose today, it would be very, very bad for us. We are only 6 points ahead of West Ham as things stand. So therefore, relying on clubs to do us a favour when it comes to West Ham, which never happens, does it? They have got Chelsea as well. They have got Chelsea. And that is tomorrow, I believe. Or is that 5:30 today? It's either 5:30 today or it's tomorrow. That nap has really completely killed my je ne sais quoi. It's completely killed my je ne sais quoi when it comes to knowing what's going on. It's 5:30, the Chelsea-West Ham game, so we won't have to wait too much to see what's going on. Oi, double A, my man. Good to have you in here. All the gooners are flooding in for the El Clasico of English football right about now. Am I right? The El Clasico of the JTLive channel, if you will. Leeds United versus Arsenal. And every time we've done one of these, we have failed to beat Arsenal. And we've done many of these. And we always fail to get the job done against Arsenal. I don't think... Is there anyone I've streamed against Arsenal that we've won? I can't think of any. Kevin Garbutt. Tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Been a very poor game of football so far, Zayn Hanif. From a Leeds United perspective, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. Because we are limiting Arsenal to not creating all that much. They've had a couple of dangerous breakaway attacks, yes. But as things stand, we haven't exactly been getting bullied around the pitch. And from a Leeds United perspective, that is good enough for me at the moment. I want to see a bit more from us. I want to see us get a foothold on the ball a little bit. I want to see us try and pick the passes around. Try and actually sustain a little bit more of an attack than what I'm seeing from them. But I think our job right now is to make things awkward for Arsenal, keep it compact, frustrate them, and as the game gets on, hopefully Arsenal get a little bit more frustrated. They start to feel the pressure a little bit more of Man City creeping up behind them. The Ellen Road crowd starts to rise. The atmosphere slowly bubbles into this intense cauldron-like atmosphere that we know it can become as Carl Darlow punches the ball out there. Only as far as Declan Rice, please get this ball away because you're going to kill my whole ethos if something goes against us here as Madueke crosses the ball in now. It's a dangerous cross, and it's 1-0. There you go. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and everything I just said in the past 30 seconds can be blown straight out of that window because there is absolutely no way for Leeds to keep our composure for more than 2 minutes when there's a set piece in and around our 18-yard box. Whilst I said Leeds were starving Arsenal of great opportunities, it doesn't mean I was starving them of pressure. They have been putting Leeds United under a fair bit of pressure, and it has been coming, you have to say. But, I mean, they've got 3 players offside here. Is he offside? Havertz offside. I think Zubamendi was onside when he got that flick. Yeah, I think he was onside, Zubamendi. So I don't think that's going to be called for offside. I don't think VAR's going to save us there. It's a great cross in by Noni Madueke. If I remember correctly, that is his first assist of this entire Premier League campaign. His first goal contribution in this entire Premier League campaign. And, of course, it had to come against Leeds, didn't it? I mean, that's what happens when these players can't do anything, really. They can't score or assist. They get the ball over They get the ball over against Leeds United. Get the ball over against Leeds United, and they always get something. And there goes Leeds, blowing it away. The game plan seemed like it was working. Well, let me tell you something. It's not now. We can't slowly wait for the pressure to ramp up on them now because we've taken the pressure away. Now what we have to do is change our entire game plan that Farkas set us up with and go for the damn game. Go for the jugular. Be a bit more aggressive, a bit more expansive. start to get some bodies into those Arsenal players. Hold the ball up a little bit, Calvert-Lewin. Flick the ball over to Aronson. We need to see a little bit more here now. That is terrible. Victor Shitterez, my least favourite player in the Prem, mate. Honestly, man. And of course, the only times he has half-decent performances are against Leeds, innit? I mean, he has been dining. He has been dining, fine dining off that 5-0 that we gifted him. That we gifted him at the Emirates. He's been dining off that hair flick for this entire season. And of course, all of a sudden, it looks like he can kick a football now. It looks like he can actually move and touch a football and slide in and hold a man off. Because it's Leeds. Of course, mate. Gyökeres, one of the worst strikers in Premier League history, is actually having a half-decent game against us. I mean, that goes to tell you need to know when it comes to Leeds United, doesn't it? And here is Gyökeres again. And that's more like the Gyökeres of old. No quality. Kicks it straight into Joe Rodon, and it's out for a throw-in. Jared, my man. How you doing today, Jared? How you doing today, J-Dog? J-Dizzle. I thought the West Ham game was tomorrow, but it's tonight. Sorry, no worries, Kevin. I was confused myself until I checked my FOTMob. I was completely confused myself. Absolutely no need to apologise, my friend. We're going to get a battering now. Gruev in this team is criminal. That we can agree on. How? I mean, listen, mate. I want to give Daniel Farke all the credit under the sun. I want to give him more credit than Credit Suisse for the way that he's turned things around in these past 9 games, you know, since that abhorrent first half against City. The way he's changed it around with this 5 at the back. And don't get me wrong, there's been falters in there. There's been mistakes. There's been games we lost, like the Newcastle, that we should have won. There's been games we drawn, like Liverpool and Man United and these other games that we should have won. And there's been impressive games like Chelsea where we definitely should have won and did win because we battered them around for 90 minutes. But in the meantime, there's still just a lot of things that give me question marks around him. Why Lucas Perry stayed in the team for as long as he did. Why Ilya Gruev has stayed in the team for as long as he has. Why Tanaka has been starved of opportunity this season, despite being such a far superior player to Ilya Gruev in so many facets of his game. Not even to knock Ilya Gruev, but Tanaka can do all the defensive work of Ilya Gruev. On top of that, he's got a better gas tank. He can get around the pitch a lot easier. On top of that, because of that better gas tank, you give Ampadu a little bit more of a license to move forward a little bit because Tanaka can cover him a little bit more. On top of that, Tanaka's a better passer than Ilya Gruev. On top of that, he's got more pace to carry the ball forward than Gruev. On top of that, he's a better finisher than Ilya Gruev. On top of that, he's a better creator than Ilya Gruev. So by all facets of the game, I cannot fathom how Gruev is still in this team. Hungover was out with my family, always ends up messy. Oh, of course, mate. When you're out with the Irish, expect a hangover, as they say. Expect a hangover when you're out with the Irish, Jared. That does not does not surprise me, mate. And I can tell you, mate, because I've been out with you and your Irish ass. And let me tell you something. There's a hangover following the next day. Because you can, I mean, let me tell you something. I'll sink 5, 6, 7 pints. And I'm feeling pretty flipping mixy. Let me tell you something. When I get to that 8 pint, it's mixy settings. This guy, I mean, he sunk 4 pints in a space of a couple of hours. And he's just chilling. He's sober. He's like, nah, I need some spirits, mate. That's another 4 pints. He's at 7 or 8. I mean, the guy looks like he's had 1 beer. I mean, it's just a straight out cooking for me whenever that happens. Let me tell you that for nothing. JT, you absolute prime sucker. How you doing today? FRWIC 349. That monitor is really hurting my eyes the way I've got it permutated over there on the side. How are you doing, geezer? Dab Gillingham. What's going on, my guy? Come on, Leeds, marching on together. Marching on together indeed. Bella, I can't lie. We might lose. Listen, Bella. Listen, Bells. Yeah? Where's the confidence? Where's the va-va-voom? It says Leeds United we're talking about. At home. At Ellen Road. Yeah, we're down. Yeah, we have cucking out of the bed right now. And I've just seen things that have made it even worse. Bournemouth are winning. So now Bournemouth have completely moved away from Leeds United in the league. We are cooked. And they're beating Wolves, sure, but who cares if Wolves get any points? They're not getting themselves out of the damn thing. Why are you trying to look like Seth Rollins, lad? Because, listen, I'm a man of culture. I'm a man of class. Some people in the area may refer to me as a bit of a visionary. A bit of a revolutionary. And if you don't watch your chat, you might get your ass curb stomped, my friend. Show some damn respect. Respect. The whole Longstaff situation is bizarre. Saying he isn't match ready, he's been available for 6 weeks. Yeah, available. But he's available. And he's terrible. No, he's not terrible. I don't know I said that. But available and good enough to get into the team are two different situations. And for me, if you're taking Gruev out, Tanaka has to be the first man on that team sheet over Longstaff, if you ask me. As Calvert-Lewin absolutely... Oh, he barely touches him. Did he step on his toe or something? Was that? Because he barely touched Gabriel there. He barely touched him. Just a little glancing foot over the top of his foot. Never, if that's a booking or anything, hopefully he doesn't give a booking. No, he doesn't. I was going to say, Tanaka is better. Oh, Tanaka is it's 10 times better. Come on. Come on. I don't understand what it's doing. Checkmate, lad. Can Leeds get back into this? Of course we can. Of course we can. German sausage required. German sausage required. Not sure what you mean by that one, my friend. German sausage? English sausage? Armenian sausage? Go for all the sausages. The whole Longstaff situation. Calamel UFC, thank you for the follow. Appreciate ya, my man. Can't find where to watch it on. Well, it's a good thing you stumble across this, my friend. You are in the right place right here, right now, because we're going to be here. Well, it ended up being for minute 10, because, as I said, I didn't wake up. I went to sleep at 1:30 p.m. Because I was up to do a show this morning. Shout out my boy Alex. Had to go and see with my own eyes whether he could make that $10 million drive. He didn't make the $10 million drive. Let me tell you something. Woke up after 1 hour sleep, stayed up for 3 hours to see this geezer just go and sink it straight into the drain. 3 hours of anticipation for him to absolutely blast it into the river. And, yeah, and then I tried to take a half an hour nap when I eventually crashed out at 1. And then I ended up just sleeping through my alarms. And as I said, yeah, sleeping through my alarms. And here we are now. JT, how are you? Sil Aljas. Very good, mate. All the better for having you in here. Although I'd be a lot better if Jury and Timber wasn't cruising around the edge of our 18-yard box right now. Gives out to Madueke on the right-hand side. Tries to do a little jink inside, outside. Tries to sell James Justin. Is unable to do so. And it results in what is another Arsenal corner. We're so weak attacking. Hippo H20. Yeah, Leeds aren't doing anything going forward. And I don't like that sound. That sound is something I will mute for the rest of the game. But it was my FOTMob. And if my FOTMob's making a noise, it means either someone's got sent off, someone scored. And as Arsenal have a corner, I presume it's the latter. And of course it flipping is, because it's gone directly in from the corner. How are you that terrible defensively? You get rid of Perry and Darlow's just as bad. We should have never left Meslier. We should have never let Meslier go. I mean, whose idea was that? Whose idea was it to get rid of Meslier? Because you put two even worse goalkeepers in. You put... Oh, my days. Carl Darlow. Did Calvert-Lewin jump into him there? Let me have a look at this. The corner's got... Yeah, Calvert-Lewin's fucking sold him there. What is Calvert-Lewin doing on the near post there? He sold him. Carl Darlow has gone to punch the ball, and he's punched the back of Dominic Calvert-Lewin's head. Oh, my days. I could see why he was trying to do what he was trying to do there, Calvert-Lewin. But him and Carl Darlow had absolutely no communication there. No communication at all. And then you're left to decipher. You're left to decipher. Was that Dominic Calvert-Lewin's fault for getting in the way of Carl Darlow? Was that Carl Darlow's fault for not saying anything to Calvert-Lewin? Or was it Carl Darlow's fault for still not jumping up and getting there soon enough? Either way, how the heck do you get beaten at your near post directly from a corner? Far post, okay, I can understand. Far post from a corner, if it's a fantastic corner, I can understand it, alright? Fair enough. There is never a world in which you should be getting beaten at your near post almost directly from a corner. That is skid mark defending if I've ever seen it. Skid mark defending, mate. Hippo H2O, thank you for the follow, my friend. Shame we've got a bunch of hippos on the pitch, mate. Shame we got a bunch of hippos on the pitch. And there you go, mate. There you go. I mean, that says it all, mate. That says it all. My dad, he texts me right now. I think he only put the game on 20 minutes ago. He's just texted me. Turned the game off. Rubbish. Carl Darlow is, and I'm not going to repeat what was put after that. So, that says it all, mate. That says it all. The old man's already sacked it off. He's seen enough. Listen, mate, I'm a glutton for punishment when it comes for Leeds United. So, I will not be sacking it off. I still have a little bit of faith. But I am going to be around a lot of Arsenal fans later on. So, I certainly hope we can pull this around. Otherwise, this is going to get ugly for me right here, isn't it? G-Mass! Thank you for the like, my man. Perry would have dealt with both goals. Come on, man. Perry. Let's calm it down, shall we? Let's calm it down. Please, can we get Pirot or Net? Perry is better than Darlow. Barely. Meslier is better than both of them. That would be my shout. That would be my call. Get flipping Meslier on there, man. Oh, go on, Statch. Sells him. Gives it to Bogle. Here's a good chance. Here's Aronson on the counter-attack. And he goes nowhere, does Brendan Aronson. And actually, there we go. Now I've muted my FOT mob. Hang on a second. Where is it? Yep, there we go. And there we go. It's all done. Rollo Mexicano. Carl Darlow off, please. Corner FC. Shite passes and horrendous performances in general. Yeah, we're not really offering too much in the form of attack. At least I could say we were defending well at earlier portions of the game. But even that's gone now. Even that's gone out of our game. Even that has completely gone out of our game. Even that's gone out of our game, hasn't it? Wow, wow, wow. W-O-W. Typical Leeds United throwing everything away. Now, can we actually play the ball around in this 5-back and try to create something? Or, alternatively, are we going to have to change to that 4 at the back that we've seen us change into before? Get some different personnel onto the pitch and try to create something as they show that Arsenal goal again. I mean, what a criminal goal that was. What a criminal goal. How? At your near post. I mean, the more I see it, the less I understand it. And I didn't understand it the first time. First game all over again. It will be 5-0 before we know it. Have been shocking, Finn. Anyone but your favourite man, Jesse Marsh. Get Skabala out of his grave. JT, I'm very good. How are you, Sil Jess? This could be a bad one. Postman cap. Rolo Mexican will get Scabala out of his grave. It's been going downhill ever since. Anyone but your favourite man, Jesse Marsh. Again, didn't mind Jesse Marsh. Don't think he should have been there as long as he was, personally, especially in hindsight. And I think the club royally messed up that whole situation. Scabala was pants, also, as cool as it is here. He had one game, and I don't know if we drew against Man U or we got absolutely slapped by Man U. It was one of the two. And then he was gone. He's a futsal coach, mate. He's not even a good futsal coach. He's a regular old futsal coach. Well, he might be a good futsal coach. I don't really know. Don't really watch too much futsal. As Ampadu saves Leeds United's blushes there with a late sliding challenge. Has resulted in another Arsenal corner. It's Noni Madueke. Oh my days, that was Madueke who got that goal as well, wasn't it? No, you're mugging me off. It counted as a Darlow own goal. But that would have been Madueke again. Mr. 0 GA all season. And here he is. He's changed it around, Noni Madueke, hasn't he? He changed it around. And he changed it around against Leeds. Of course he does. DCL needs to stick to attacking and not getting in Carl Darlow's way. Do a 4-2-3-1 with Okafor at left mid, Aronson off, Statch at cam, Bogle. Oh, okay. Whoa. Hang on. Bogle, right midfield. Big problem. You'd be playing a centre back at right back, and Bogle is not good enough at right midfield. I'm sorry, he's not that guy. He's not that guy who can play right midfield. He would need to stay at right back. So I wouldn't be putting him at right midfield. Statch at cam, I don't like at all either. He's not a number 10. If you're going to put anyone at cam, you'd put Brendan Aronson and drop Statch into a midfield 8 role, maybe a 3, maybe a double pivot with Ampadu, with license to go forward. And better than that, if Aronson, which, he hasn't had the most amazing game today, if you want to take him off, you've got Fortuna Buonanotte to put in there. Fortuna Buonanotte in that 10, I would prefer. And I would like to see Nonto on that right-hand side, personally. And Okafor on the left. That would be the changes I would make. But I mean, I'm not against what you're saying. Fair play, but I think Statch, I like him going forward, but I don't like him that much in the 10. I don't think he's effective enough in the 10. And why is Bogle playing second striker? Oh my days. We have got 2 minutes left. We are about to run out of those 2 minutes of added stoppage time. Here's the Yok again. Once again on an attack for Arsenal is Al Yokerez. And he gives it back to Carl Darlow. And that is that for now. That is half-time. Leeds United 0, Arsenal 2. And that half has flown by. And when I say flown by, I mean literally flown by. And Leeds have done nothing of note. I can't think of one good moment that we had the entire half. I can't think of one moment I was off my seat. I can't think of one moment I was excited. I can't think of one even notable moment that I can remember from this game from a Leeds perspective. The only thing I can remember about this game so far is that stupid Carl Darlow own goal. I can't think of a single passage of play or moment or something exciting that's happened that I can think of from that half. That has been a stinker of a half, especially from a Leeds United perspective. 2-2 full time. Okafor grabs a goal with Rodon from a corner. Shame you're losing, MK. We're getting absolutely slapped, mate. That's what's happening. They've scored Alfie. They have indeed, mate. They have indeed. Shite goal, million, 100%, mate. Factos. Corner FC, Caleb. Shite passes and horrendous performances in general. We've been shocking so far. First game all over again. Be 5-0 before we know it. Pen shouts? What pen shouts are we talking about here? Do a 4-2-3-1. Okafor Ampadu and Statures are our best players at the moment. Would 100% agree with that one. Put Goodmanson left back and Justin right back. Okay, I hear that. But I would then push Bogle off the pitch, to be honest, if I was going to do that. I would just much rather have Nonto on the pitch than Bogle. I'm not going to lie to you. In an advanced forward position. Liability of a keeper. We should try Buonanotte. We're not coming back, which would have to require us to go forward the back, which, again, I wouldn't be against at this point. We need to do something. We need to have Buonanotte on. We should probably try Buonanotte. Yeah, go 4-2-3-1 or go 4-3-3. Put Buonanotte in the 10 and just fucking see what happens, mate. Just see what happens. Just give it a go. I mean, we can't do much worse than we just did, mate. Bamford looked like a prime Edin Dzeko compared to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin should be playing Sunday League football. Doesn't give an F. Yeah, that's how he's had a good run of form recently. He's had a good run of form. Okafor should have started this game. He was actually the only somewhat impressive player against Arsenal last time we played him. But again, just doesn't work in the 5-back. Just doesn't work. He's not a good striker. He's really not a good striker. I actually prefer Brendan Aronson playing in this false 9-10 role / striker role than I do Okafor. He offers 10 times more than Okafor does there. But when you're talking about a wide player, when you're talking about Okafor playing wide off the left, when we're 4 at the back, then yes, most definitely Okafor is leaps and bounds our best attacker at the club. Which you could argue why you're not playing to his strengths by playing him out wide. Well, because we've been playing better at 5-back, and it's as simple as that. But you're right, Leeds are playing awfully today. And at home, this is just simply not acceptable. Not acceptable. Arsenal have not been phenomenal recently. A lot of teams have given them problems, especially at their own stadiums. Sunderland made it tough for them. Beat them, well, not beat them. Beat them in a lot of aspects of the game. And drew 2-2 with them at home. Forest drew with them at home. Leeds, unable to do so. I would say go forward the back. But again, also, it's just Arsenal. Like, the two teams that we never do well against. Never, ever get a good result against. And rarely ever, should I say, do well against. And we'd never get a result against. Especially at their grounds. At our grounds, we usually have a little bit more success. At Arsenal and Man United. Since we got promoted, we've done decently against City quite a few times. We beat them in that great game where we had 10 men. When Cooper got sent off. Blasted it forward to Dallas, who scored the 2 goals on the break. We've done very, very exceptionally well in the majority of the games against Chelsea. Majority of the games, we've had a lot of great games against Chelsea since we got promoted. Liverpool, we've been battered a couple of times, but we've also battered them around a couple of times. And we've had a good little history against Liverpool since we got promoted again. Man City, as I said. Spurs, we've had a good history against since getting promoted. Good and bad, up and down, but we always seem to be in and around the game against Spurs. But Man United and Arsenal, we just never, ever get anything against, mate. But I can't even say London teams, because we do well against Chelsea. Chelsea are a London team. We did well against West Ham. West Ham are a London team. I'm not even going to use the London team excuse anymore. I'm not going to use it. We've actually done very well even recently against London teams. I mean, let's just go off our track record. We just beat Fulham, who are a London team. We beat Palace, who are a London team. You know what I mean? You met Central C, look at your TikTok stories. Go on, the geezer, Ronaldinho. Well, if you're Ronaldinho, my friend, then the statement should be Central C met me. Talking about Ronaldinho, Gauchadinho here. Darlow out, DCL out. Shocking so far, Steve Allen. What do you guys made it? If you had to give this game, if you have to give Leeds United's performance from 1 to 10, what would you be putting it? And what changes would you guys be making? Wayne, how you doing, my man? Hi, JT, long time no see. Few changes to be done at half-time. What would you be doing? I would bring Bornau on at the back instead of Bogle or Justin. Wouldn't mind Bornau has actually impressed me a lot. He has impressed me a lot. And yeah, over Justin. The thing with Bornau is obviously he picked up that knock. He picked up that knock last week. That's probably why. That is not probably why. That's why he's not on the pitch right now. And we're starting James Justin at centre back, which again is just. I mean, what are we even doing here with Justin at centre back? But yeah, I would definitely be intrigued with that. Or better yet, because the game's already going against us, we might as well go 4 at the back. I'd just take a gamble, mate. Might as well just go 4 at the back, take Justin off full stop, or take Bogle off full stop, and just gun for it, mate. Just gun for it. Georgie Deaton. We have one tactic, boot it up the pitch to DCL. F this game, I'm ready for UFC. Listen, mate. It's not really. There's no big fights on tonight in the UFC, are there? I don't think there's many big fights. Longstaff on and Buonanotte. I'd prefer Tanaka and Buonanotte, but I don't mind it. We have one tactic, boot it up to DCL. Yep, worst half of football I've ever seen, to be honest. Even the football they play is actually horrid. To be honest, nothing Leeds can do here, just against a better side, and that's coming from a Leeds fan. Why play 3-5-2 at home, go 4-4-2? Because we play 3-5-2 all season, mate. We've done it all season. But if you're thinking that you don't have the confidence to play another centre-back and you want to shoehorn James Justin in at centre-back, then at that point, yeah, change it to 4 at the back. Because this centre-back pairing is not working in the slightest. As I said, we have done nothing going forward. We have been so unimaginative. We've had no link-up play. It's like the players are allergic to getting close to each other and playing a 1-2, creating a triangle, creating something to do. We're allergic to doing it. So all we're doing is just tapping it around into nobody and resulting in nothing happening. Everyone's so far away from each other that there's no link-up play between them, and they're just turning and running into a man or passing it too late, killing the attack, allowing Arsenal to get so many players back that it suffocates Leeds, and we end up giving the ball away pretty quickly. Volk's fighting tonight. Is Volk fighting tonight? I wouldn't have thought they put that. I know he's obviously got the big fight, the title fight coming up, but I wouldn't have thought they would have put that close to the Gaethje Paddy fight. I thought it was in a couple of weeks' time, but maybe I'm just completely bugging right now. I've been so busy with other things this week, I haven't actually had time to check out. But if you're right, then I'll definitely be giving that a watch later. I'll tell you that for free. He is fighting tonight, yes. Well, then I shall be having some evening entertainment to consume myself with. Rakul Ramazani. Yeah, again, criminal. We haven't done that already. Criminal, he's been let go in the first place. I mean, it's decisions like that. That's what I'm saying, man. Farke's done a great job. He's locked in. He's changed us around. But it's just decisions that you don't get. It's just stupid decisions you don't understand. Why is Gruev starting in central midfield? Why is James Justin starting at centre-back? Why is Ramazani not at the club? He's the best winger we have. And you know what he decided to do? He decided to keep Harrison around and get rid of Ramazani just to get rid of Harrison 6 months later on loan. Fans don't seem up for it, to be honest. A little bit weird that it's a 3 o'clocker as well. I don't know if that's throwing them off. It shouldn't do. And I can't actually hear what it's like inside the stadium. But it's been a pretty flat performance from Leeds. Yeah, the fans are the people that get Leeds firing, right? Yeah, they're the people that, they start making some atmosphere and adding that extra player into Leeds' squad, the 12th player, as they say. But it's on the players on the pitch to get the fans excited. It's on the players that are on the pitch to get the atmosphere going, to give the fans something to go for. I mean, these are Leeds United fans. We're not ignorant, arrogant fans like Real Madrid who want to sit there and smirk and maybe give a little applause after they spend £100 million on Eden Hazard because you didn't do enough keepy uppies. These are fans who have been starved of quality for decades. Fans who should be seeing their team in Europe, but yet thugged it out, slummed it out in League One, and still turned up week in, week out. Even when we went 16 home games without registering a single win. I went to some of those games. And those fans still turned up. And they still made noise. Alright, this is not a Leeds fan issue. This is the fact that the players on that pitch are not giving them anything to get excited about. They're not making a meaty challenge. They're not stretching the play in behind. They're not creating angles for an attack. They're not moving the ball around quickly. They're not carrying the ball past one or two players and giving Leeds a little breakaway, taking a shot from range. We're not doing anything creatively to get the fans on board. Thomas Bracewell with the donut and the bagel and the tofu. If that tofu was replaced by beef, then I'm saying we could have had a great old meal right there. A little steak, bagel, and a donut. Wouldn't be complaining with that one. But thank you so much for the gifts, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Leeds for life. Thank you for the rose, my man. Let's get some litmus checks going on, lads. Is there anything you guys will be changing at half time? Please, of course, let me know as always. That's me, mate. Sitting deep again. It didn't work last time. Why are we doing it again? Didn't work at all. Not at all. How do you spell Craig? That is Craig. That's exactly how you spell Craig. -8 out of 10. Wow. I'd sack the team at half time. F this game. Okay, I hear you, but Ramazani is not making a difference here. No, but he could have made a difference at a lot part of the season. And here we go. It looks like he is going to go 4 at the back. At least I hope he's going 4 at the back. Because Okafor is getting the thigh massage of his career right now from that physio. That physio is going to work. Oh, no, don't put your head there, mate. No, don't put your head there. Don't film it from that angle. Oh, no, I'm not liking that angle. No, someone turn the camera. Move the camera, man. Move the camera, this poor guy. No, move it. Move it. Don't do him dirty like this. This poor physio. No, this poor physio. He's got a life that he has to live outside of this match, man. Oh, that's getting put straight in the GC, mate. That's going straight in the group chat. Oh, the poor guy. Why is the cameraman sticking it on from that angle? He has sold him there. He has sold him there. But, I mean, he's had the thigh massage of a lifetime from that physio there. So, he is most likely going to be coming onto the pitch right now. The question is he just going to take Aronson off and put him in the striker role? Or is he going to have some cojones, take Justin off, go 4 at the back, put him on the left-hand side? That's where I need to see him. Longstaff's coming out as well. I don't like the look of that. I don't like the look of that at all. Do not like the look of that at all. Rumble today is indeed the Rumble today. It starts really early, though. It starts at 7, which means I'm going to miss the women's Rumble because I'm going to be live on DR Sports at 7 for the Saturday football show. Probably getting rinsed left, right, and centre like your local sink because, or should I say like your dishes, because they're going to be on there with a few gooners. And if Leeds carry on with this level of performance, then I am most definitely in the bin. Kendall, thank you for the live. Appreciate you, Kendall Zenio. Leeds can do this. We need to get a check on how long the ball's been in open play at one time. It's hard to watch. This is possibly one of the most boring games I've seen in the season. But you know what they say? Football is a game of 2 halves. So if the first game was boring, the first half was boring, usually the second half will spark into life. Hopefully from a Leeds United perspective. It's on us to make this game start or get this game firing. Just a sub who can bring some creativity. Bring on to one. Just want Dan James healed. Comeback time for Leeds United. Even if he was healed, he's not going to get any game time, mate. He's I mean, he's fourth along the pecking order. Even I'd have Nonto above him because of what Nonto's done off the bench this season. He's offered more than DJ has throughout both of their performances. But we just don't play wingers. We don't play with wingers, so none of our wingers are going to get any opportunities. And we haven't signed any wingers in this transfer window, so I don't think he plans to change the formation anytime soon. If he starts changing it to a 4-back now, after not signing any more wingers, well, then we could be screwed. But considering we have barely any wingers at the club, and considering we've had barely any wingers at the club, we what was I saying? Yeah, it's surprising. I don't think he's planning to play the 4-back anytime soon, considering Jack Harrison ain't really going to be much of an option. Ramazani ain't an option. We've only really got Okafor, Nonto, and James with any real quality in wide areas. Obviously, Aronson's been a man reborn recently, but that's from a central position, not out wide. And I've got a disgusting spot on my head. I do apologise. For that one. That is bad optics right there. That is bad optics. Always been more of a FaZe guy anyway. Shout out the Green Wall though. Shout out the Green Wall. Still doing big things. Still doing more than FaZe. FaZe are gone. They've been phased out of the industry. Sad though. Sad times. Tanaka on for Gruev. Perry on. Just any sub that can bring some creativity. Bring Nonto on. Just want Dan James healed. James Tate exposed. James Tate. Who the heck is James Tate? Uh-oh. Here come Arsenal game. We are deep into the... we're just starting the second half. We are deep into the second half, James. Okay, let's get this clock all synced up. There we go. We're all synced up, ready to rumble in the jungle for this second half. Let's see a little bit more from Leeds, hopefully. Probably not, but one can dream. Let's see what this formation change has done, or this personnel change has done. We've got Statues play the ball back. Longstaff making a little move through the middle, who is our most advanced midfielder. Again, in the position I'm seeing Longstaff play right now, it beggars belief why that isn't either Brendan Aronson or Buonanotte. It would have made a lot more sense to bring Aronson into that midfield role and put Nonto and Okafor on, put 2 wide men on to completely change the game, give them so much to worry about, attacking them, and left Brendan Aronson in the pocket in the 10. Or it would have made more sense to bring Buonanotte on for that role instead of Longstaff. But alas, we move. And we have a little attack down the right-hand side. Bogle tries to cross it in. And it goes to nobody, unfortunately. James Tate, also known as JT, a lifelong Leeds United fan. He occasionally streams little live Leeds matches on YouTube. That's all I could say. The surname is not Tate, my friend. The surname is Toon. Up the Toon. Up the Toon. And it was regularly, but I did get locked out of YouTube for a while. So I had to stream exclusively on TikTok. Big header in. But don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. Now that the update to the studio has happened, we are here weekly on the YouTube. I can guarantee you that. Can't make many guarantees in life, but that is one guarantee that will be there. Whether there's 1 people or 100 people, I will be there because it is something amazing to do. That's all I can say. Well, all I can say is Leeds need to fix up quick time pronto. Tom, PSG fan, what's going on, my man? How you doing today, bro? How you feeling, brother? How you feeling, lad? James Tate, secret Tate brother. Only this Tate brother can fight. Am I right? All my days. 1 through ball to Jokerez. No, you're joking. You're joking. You're joking. You're joking. You're joking. You're joking. And I was joking. Of course he can fight. Just because obviously the Misfits card did not go as intended for him. And speaking of things that aren't going intended and people getting an ass whooping right now, Leeds are the team that look drained, lethargic, and are getting picked apart at will here. The changes he's made have not been enough. I need a complete systemic change. I need to see high-pressing football from Leeds. I need to see us throw the kitchen sink at this and do something. If I hear some waffle coming out at the end of this game that, oh, we've only lost 2 in our last 10, and it was top of the league, we tried hard, but they had too much quality, they're by far the better team. No. This is Arsenal at home, all right? West Ham just beat Spurs. West Ham picked up a couple of great results. Forest just drew with Arsenal at home. Okay? Liverpool giving points away to these teams below us as well. Giving points away to Bournemouth, who are right there in and around us. We went undefeated for 8 games. Yes. Or 7 games, sorry. But 5 draws happened within that time. 5 draws. 5 draws and 1 loss out of 9 games is simply not enough when you consider where we were in the table. Because now we are 6 points above West Ham, who could very easily carry on their hot run of form and go and beat Chelsea, get 9 points under their belt, and then within 3 games, they have accrued almost the same points tally that we did in, what was it, 7 games? Where we got 2 wins and 5 draws? They'll only be 2 points off in 3 games, which is less than half the amount of games, and those games would have included Spurs and Chelsea, who are historically very tough games for them. It's not about going undefeated. It's about winning. What's better? To draw 5 games or win 2 and lose 3? Win 2 and lose 3 any day of the week. That's more points in the bag. More points in the bag as Arsenal pick the ball around with joy here. They do pick the ball around, but do nothing with it. Not in with it, lad. Comeback time for Leeds United. We shall wait and we shall see, my friend. Mi amigo. Mis amigo. Lamborghini, Ferruccio Lamborghini. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Very good to have you in here. As always. Thank you for the follow. And welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers to ever grace the beautiful game, a.k.a. the Bloodline. Welcome in, my brother. Arsenal are just picking the ball around the midfield with ease. Picking through us like a hot knife through melting butter. And now Leeds are finally getting a foothold on the ball, but it's sideways, it's backwards. We're in Arsenal's half, but we're barely in Arsenal's half. We got a lot of white shirts forward, but Arsenal have 2 banks of 4 there. They're standing strong. They've got their whole team back in their own half, defending with their lives there, and Leeds cannot break them down. We've had to go back into our own half because we just can't make a forward pass. We don't have any movement available to give the man on the ball a passing option. They're meant to have some players close to each other. Give them some triangular options. Overload Arsenal on this left-hand side here. Get some bodies in and around the ball. Overload them. Pressure them. As Bogle tries to lob Raya from about 25 yards out. Doesn't work. And now Arsenal have the ball again. No overloads on the ball. We're not outnumbering Arsenal anywhere on the pitch. We're not breaking with pace. I mean, there's just nothing to our game right now. I don't know. I mean, Darlow, I understand. Again, I would have kept Meslier from last year to now, and I think we would have done a lot better than we would have with these two goalkeepers that we have, and we would have saved £16 million, and we would have been developing an asset who we could have sold for even more money. So I think it would have been a no-brainer to keep Meslier in the side, but people wanted to slate and criticise him because he made a few horrendous mistakes, and we've gone and signed a worse goalkeeper, and Carl Darlow is, I mean, he's not up to scratch, really. He's not up to scratch for Premier League standard. And Gruev playing over Tanaka or Longstaff again is just bereaths me. Boggles the mind. I don't think Isaac Newton could figure that one out. And that guy created, what was it, quantum mechanics, just to figure out his own theory of gravity that he created. Or advanced calculus, sorry, not quantum mechanics. Advanced calculus or whatever it was. And that was the running theory of gravity that we had for thousands of years. Up until 2006, 2007, when Leo Messi started to shine and grace world football with his presence, and then we realised, hang on a second, mate, Isaac Newton, your theory about gravity was good, but it's just been disproved right here. Newton was wrong, Messi was right, because that guy defies all laws of gravity, physics, anything you want to put in there. And I mean, Gruev starting defies all laws of common sense that were put into my brain follicles from a young age. As Leeds get spun in our own box, we actually defend that well there with Bogle. Get the ball out on the right-hand side. It's an opportunity for a counter-attack with Brendan Aronson. Again, it's too slow. And he's got 3 blue Arsenal shirts around him. How many white shirts does he have around him? Cero miedo, my friends. Cero miedo, mi amigos. 0 shirts. As Goodmanson drives down the left-hand side and he dives. That is a clear dive, but he's got Leeds a free kick and he's got Jury and Timber in the book. So I will take that one. Absolutely, I will take that one. Goodmanson holds it up, skins it. Oh, that is a foul, actually. That is a foul. Hang on a second. He's put it through his legs. I thought it was a dive. Oh, it's a light foul. It's a light foul. He's gone down easy there. I think he realised he wasn't going to get the ball. He wasn't going to beat both him and was that Saliba next to him for pace, or Gabriel, sorry, next to him for pace. So he just kind of took the dive. That's intelligent football from Goodmanson there. He's been our best fullback, I think, for sure this year. He's been very susceptible defensively at times, but going forward, at least he's someone who gives us a bit of overlap down there, a bit of pace, a bit of ability to take a man on and create something. I don't think his crossing or his final ball is the best. I think that is really not up to scratch, but actually getting the ball up the pitch, I think he's very, very good at. Oh, UFC Harley! Thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers to ever grace the beautiful game, a.k.a. the Bloodline. Welcome in, my brother, as Leeds have a dangerous free kick here. It's Anton's statue, whips it in. It doesn't get past Kai Havertz. It's still in the box. Aronson gets his foot on the ball, and it's cleared all the way out by Gyökeres. So far out that it is going to allow every single Arsenal shirt to get back there and defend with their lives. As Arsenal ready 2 changes of their own, despite the fact they are the team leading 2-0. And Daniel Farke needs to quickly change things, change the formation, put Buonanotte on, put Nonto on the right wing, go 4 at the back and go for the damn game. Longstaff, I know he's just come on, take him off. He's not doing anything. He's not helping us defensively or offensively. Get him off the pitch, put Buonanotte in the 10, put Nonto on right wing, go 4-2-3-1, and just throw the damn kitchen sink at it and see what can happen. Instead, what he's going to do I'm going to tell you what he's going to do. He's going to keep this lineup, which is just as bad as it was in the first half. Nothing's really happening here. He's going to wait until the 75th minute. He's going to lump 3 strikers on the pitch. He's going to be playing like Pirot in CDM. He's just going to take random players off. He's going to take like Gruev off for Pirot. He's going to go and put flipping Nonto on for Anton Stach and just play one of the most bizarre formations you've ever seen in your life. But there is Guy Havertz, who's been revolutionary this game. He is coming off the pitch for Odegaard, so I think you're going to see Gyökeres a lot less involved. Martinelli has just come onto the pitch as well. He's going to leave them on until the 85th minute. Yeah, exactly. And then he's going to make just ridiculous changes that make no sense to mankind. We're going to finally have the attackers we want on the pitch, but we're going to have no midfielders who can actually get the ball to them. That's what he does. He doesn't put a few of the attackers that we need and the correct creative players behind them, who are really not that creative in general. We don't have any creative players, really, to get the ball to them. He doesn't do that. He either leaves a bunch of slightly more creative players with no one to break the lines and stretch the game and give them something or someone to create to, or he has a bunch of finishers on the pitch and no one that can get the ball to them, and we're forced to just pump a long ball from 40 yards with Ethan Ampadu all the way into the box and try and hope for a knockdown. It's just not a great sustainable way of playing football, really. Really not. It's just sideways and backwards here. Sideways and backwards. Here we go down the left-hand side. Can Okafor do something? Take your man on, maybe. Stretch him a bit. He can't. And Ampadu is forced to go across to Joe Rodon, who gives the ball out to the right-hand side. It's Jayden Bogle now. It's a little bit better from Leeds, but Aronson has slipped on his arse. He touches it out wide again, though. Gives it into Stach, who gives it forward. That's a terrible ball to Aronson, but he keeps it alive here, does Aronson. Nice little ball roll there. Gives it back to Bogle, and he's going to go back to centre-back, isn't he? No, he turns around. Yep, and he's gone back to Strike, as predicted. And here we go, all the way back. Ampadu tries to keep something alive. Okafor, finally, someone who's actually taking the ball in his stride and keeping his pace and momentum and not stopping still. And there you go, we actually create something from it. Little back heel from Okafor. Plays it off with DCL. Finally, someone actually wants to spark a bit of life into this game. Give you something to get off your seat for. And of course, it's Okafor. What a surprise. Our best attacker at the club. What a surprise. He's actually doing something. Someone who's not standing still when they get the ball. Someone who's carrying on with his sprint. Someone who's going to take a gamble and try and flick it behind him first time without actually seeing what's behind him. Because he knows what's around him. He has a bit of a radar on him. He doesn't have to stop. Stand still. Turn around. Look left. Look right. Oh, nothing's there. Nothing's there. Nothing's there. There's suddenly 5 blue shirts around me. What do? Shit. Panic. Kick the ball into one of them and lose the ball. Falk needs to go. We need Carlos Corberan. This is not the time to sack your manager. Not straight after the January transfer window. That's for damn sure. We're going to keep Falk till the end of the season. At least we have to. We just have to trust he can keep us in the league. He's definitely staying until the end of the summer. I can tell you that for free. He'll probably stay until next season if we stay up. Here we go. Bogle with the throw-in. Gives it off to Ethan Ampadu. All right, here we go, lads. Here we go. Long throw-in from Ethan Ampadu, even though he's 50 yards away from the box. He's literally flipping 5 football pitches away from that damn 18-yard box. But yet he's wrapping the ball with a towel so he can get good grip on it. He is looking to absolutely launch this in there. It's going to be another one of these ones. Here we go. No, he's gone for a straight one. And it has hit strike. Well, that's great, isn't it? Even when your throwing works and it reaches your desired target in strike, his chest control was so terrible, he's just plomped the ball straight back down to a blue shirt. But here we go. Brendan Aronson down the right-hand side. Little shimmy. Jinx his man again. Gives it a cross. And it's a terrible cross. I think that was Bogle there. It's only hit the first man. And Gabriel Goodmanson with a bit of pressing there. Gets Leeds United a throw-in. Finally, a little bit of energy in our attack, a little bit of pressure on that Arsenal defence, not allowing them to set and do whatever the heck they want. Finally, you like to see it. You like to damn see it, don't you? Why would you sack Farke? He's been decent. Listen, he turned things around a little bit. I'm not saying I want to sack him. This is someone else, obviously, who commented that in. It's not really my thing to call for a manager or a man in general to lose his job. That's not really what I like to spend my time doing. But what I will do is criticize the things that are there to be criticized. You can criticize things about managers you like, even. And it's just very confusing and frustrating with Daniel Farke, because even though he locked in and he changed things around, and from an outside perspective, oh my days, Leeds went undefeated in 8 games because he changed it around. Leeds are amazing because they see little snippets on Match of the Day, or they see the odd game here and the odd game there. When you watch the man week in, week out, you see the same issues. Week in, week out, you see the same problems. Week in, week out, you see the same bizarre decisions. Week in, week out. And even if you're playing well, even if you're getting a few results, you have to look at it and call it out for what it is. You have to say, why is Gruev consistently starting over Tanaka? Why is he not changing things quick enough? Why are we not using some of the personnel that we have at our disposal? Why is he waiting until the 80th minute to make any changes when other sides are making them quickly and changing the game on us? Why are we unable to hold on to leads? Why are we not capitalizing on good spells of play that we have and not converting draws into wins? That's the question. That's the questions that have to be asked. Uh-oh. That was a dangerous little free kick tactic from Arsenal there. He's tried to roll it along the ground. Odegaard has. Fodegaard, if you will. And he has rolled it along the ground. It's a little nutmeg there. Or intentional nutmeg. And it's gone through, but it's dealt with well by Leeds United. Keep Farke, but could have saved ourselves a bit of cash from Perry to buy someone worthy. Yeah, that was a terrible signing. And the thing is, we got him on the cheaper as well, because Lyon were going through their financial difficulties that they were. But my gosh, that has been a terrible signing, hasn't it? Did you expect us to win today? I expected us to fight. I expected us to have some pride at home, at Ellen Road, to offer something in the game, to look threatening, to look dangerous, to look resolute defensively, not make stupid mistakes, keep ourselves in the game, have our moments in the game. Maybe those moments go for us. Maybe those moments go against us. But at least you're in the game, and at least they have to work to do something. But instead, what do we see? Nothing offered going forward, not challenging Arsenal in the slightest, allowing them to come forward with attack after attack after attack, which allows them to what? Be 3-0 up right now, because guess what? They've just scored again. And it's Trossard this time. Oh, don't tell me it was Gyökeres, actually. I think it was Trossard. It was a cross into the box. I mean, it wasn't even worth a reaction. It's Martinelli down the right-hand side. He skins Pascal Struijk. He crosses it in. And it is... Oh, my days, that's Gyökeres. I thought it was Trossard. Don't tell me that's actually Gyökeres. Oh, my days, it's Gyökeres. I can't be arsed. This guy is so useless. And he scored against us again. He scored against us again. And he's useless. He shinned it in. He shinned it in. He's so terrible. He's so terrible. But he scored against us again. How are Forest keeping it so compact against them and we cuckner the bed? We shrell the bed. We shrell the bed. We share everywhere. We shared everywhere all over that bed. Oh, and now he's bringing Buonanotte on. But he's bringing him on in the right wing position. Because he's putting him on for Brendan Aronson. The guy should be being played in the centre of the park. Honestly, we sit there playing the 4-2-3-1 for 2 years, 2 seasons under Fark, and we say, sign a number 10, sign a number 10, get us a number 10, get us a number 10, get us one. We finally have a couple of players in Brendan Aronson and Buonanotte who can at least play that number 10 role, and he plays them out wide. We sit there with wingers playing in the 10 when we play a 10. We have a couple of players who can actually play in the 10, and now we're playing them out wide. And we're playing players who shouldn't be in the 10 in advanced 8 or number 10 role. We're 3-0 down. We've got nothing to lose. Put Nonto on the pitch. Like, what is he playing at? Take one of the defenders off. Take one of the midfielders off. Put Nonto on the pitch and actually try to attack. Because guess what? It will help us defensively. Because right now we have so little going forward that Arsenal don't even have to worry about anything defensively. They're just sat hoovering up real estate in our half and just coming forward with ease. Here's Okafor, and that's what I'm talking about. A little bit of quality. Okafor takes it 50 yards up the pitch there. 50 yards he drives the ball up the pitch. And he gets us a dangerous attack, and Statch has just blown it away just by passing it straight to the goalkeeper. And here we go again. Half committal from Leeds going forward. Half committed defensively as well. And Arsenal are back forward on another attack. And they're probably going to get another corner out of it. Nope. Bogle's actually defended that one well. And we've got to throw him. Should have kept Man or Solomon. Wouldn't be playing him though. Because he doesn't play in this. We don't play wingers. Like Okafor, I would say is a slight upgrade on Man or Solomon. I would say Okafor is a slightly different profile. I don't think he's as good at crossing the ball as Man or Solomon is. But he is definitely got a little bit more to his game in terms of being a ball carrier. A bit more flair into his game than Man or Solomon. Obviously, he hasn't contributed anywhere near the amount of goals or assists. But we haven't played with a winger this whole season. We haven't played with him for half the season. So he's been starved of opportunity in the wide areas, really. But it's not Man or Solomon that's the issue. It's a whole depth of wingers behind Okafor. That's the issue. It's a whole depth of systemic nothingness. It's a whole depth of playing the wrong players. It's a whole depth of playing players in the wrong positions. It's a whole depth of poor squad rotation and squad management. It is a whole depth of underperforming players. I mean, it's just too much to go into. Oh, and here's another change. It's Arsenal again. Come on. Penny for Nonto's thoughts, mate. Penny for Nonto's thoughts. Leeds are getting absolutely battered here. And these attackers still can't get any game time. Usually, when your team is getting a hiding, what you do is, you say, you know what, mate, can't get much worse than this. Let's put some new attackers on. Let me give you an opportunity. Maybe, just maybe, you're going to have a moment of magic and get us back into this game. Nope. Instead, we're sat there allowing Arsenal. We're happy. We just want to keep it at 3-0, basically. We're comfortable to keep it at 3-0. We don't want another 5-0. So we're happy to allow Arsenal to rotate half of their squad now and just basically treat this game as a warm-up training match for their cup semi-final against Chelsea. And that is inexcusable. That is inexcusable. Solomon was class last season. No disputing that. I'd have him just above DJ potentially as our second player of the season last year. That's how I'd have him. But it was his choice. It was his choice to go to Tottenham and try and earn his way through there. So he blew his opportunity at Leeds by doing that. he'd have stayed put and said, listen, get me straight into this, he would have been playing consistent week in, week football at Leeds United. No two ways about it. He'd have played more than Okafor has this year. Because he was already a Fark man. He'd already earned Fark's trust and respect and loyalty. So he would have been playing week in, week out. But he thought he was better than he was. He thought he could get to Spurs. It didn't quite work out for him, unfortunately. Not even better than he was. He thought he could ruffle his way into the team. You know, no qualms with that. Even though Spurs aren't a great team to be wrestling your way into, if that's where he wanted to go. And unfortunately for him, it didn't work out. He was not favoured by Thomas Frank, and is now obviously found his way over to a couple of other clubs. Tanaka is better than both Gruev and Longstaff, 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Who do you support? I support Leeds United, mate. We need to score. They can't have another clean sheet. They're going to, mate. They're going to. They're going to have another goal as well. It's going to be 4-0. Oh, my days. That should have been 4-0. Thankfully, they've subbed Gabriel Jesus on, who has absolutely spooned that chance there. Absolutely spooned it. But this is embarrassing. Embarrassing performance from Leeds United here today. Embarrassing. Certainly disgraceful. That's for sure. Nothing short of a disgrace. At all. Here we go, though. We've got another 13 minutes to endure. Can you see Leeds scoring 3 goals in 13 minutes? Because I certainly can't. Especially if he doesn't, gamble and do something here. Which he's not doing. What is Longstaff offered? Yeah, Buonanotte ain't offered that much either. But at least he's got potential to try and create something going forward. Longstaff has been brought into the midfield and he's done jack diddly squat. I say just take Gruev off. Take Longstaff off. Put Statch and Ampadu in a double pivot. One of those get tired. Take one of them off. And put Tanaka in that double pivot with him. Simple. That's what we did the whole of last season. Like, Statch is a phenomenal footballer. Great ability to score goals, especially from set pieces as well. Great qualities in the final third. But he's not a creative midfielder. He's more of a number 6 than anything. But it was brought in to be a holding midfielder. And has been forced to be our most advanced midfielder. Which is not his game. It's not his game. You need an actual out-and-out creator there. And the only man that we've actually put our money down to bring in that creative role has been Buonanotte. And yet, we're still not playing to those kind of strengths. And we're getting embarrassed at our own ground once again. Once again, we are getting embarrassed by Arsenal. JT is eating good, drinking out of James. Shut up. Think West Ham lose? Nope. We need them to do us a favour, Chelsea, so they won't, so they'll lose. They'll probably rest some players for their cup semi-final. They'll probably lose. And Man City will lose to Spurs. And Leeds will be cooked once again. We will be well off any team above us. Because Bournemouth have won once again today. And Spurs are going to win. Palace will probably pick up some points. And Forest will probably win. They will go above us. And they will be the ones chasing down everyone else. West Ham will win and be 3 points behind us. That's how I see this weekend ending from a Leeds perspective. That's how I see it ending. Oh, he's finally put Nonto on. There you go. Statch is off and Nonto's on. Finally. He's actually made a formation change. It's only taken him till the 80th minute. Flipping egg. It is raining buckets, by the way, at Ellen Road. I'm not hearing any rain in London right now. Damn. Fair play to any of you that are out there in Leeds right now. Because that is, wow. That is torrid weather.
Is going to leave the stage for
torrid weather. Eberiche Eze. Eberiche Eze is also ready to come on for Arsenal. Chucking it down for, about 10 minutes away from Ellen Road. Yeah, it's absolutely bolting it down with rain there. It's absolutely bolting it down with rain.
it's just
Leandro Trossard comes off the pitch for Eze. And it's live. And now Nonto, wait, what? Is he playing Nonto in the 10 and Buonanotte outright? I can't see what he's doing here. Or is he putting Nonto up front with Cal? What's he playing at? What is wrong with this guy? Even when he makes the right changes, he just does it wrong. Why is Buonanotte outright and Nonto more central? Buonanotte's the one you want central. To have a little bit of intricacy. Play some nice passes around. Take a man on. And you want Nonto outright to stretch his man outright. Beat him for pace. Bit of dynamism on the break. And then slap some crosses in. Instead, Nonto is playing like that Brendan Aronson all over the gaff free roam central role. He's not sticking to any position. Man. It's Daniel Fart guy. And here we go. Here we go again. Here we go. Nonto's out of position. He's either inside Okafor or inside Buonanotte. And instantaneously, he's getting ready to bring Perot on. Which probably means... What? Who's he going to bring off this time? Ampadu? Yeah, even though Calvert-Lewin's done absolutely nothing today as well. Get out of here with this Scabala agenda, mate. This Scabala agenda. The guy is pants. He's washed. He's cooked. We have been embarrassing today. And we've been embarrassed by Arsenal. A game many people just want to end. Here is Wilfried Nonto. Gives it out to Longstaff. Uh-oh. Bogle crosses it in. It's headed away. Here we go. A little bit of something here. Longstaff plays it out down the right-hand side. A little bit of something from Leeds, potentially. Gets it through the middle. Buonanotte slides it out right. And it's intercepted by Eze. Plays the 1-2 of Odegaard. Gives it back to Longstaff, who just screams a lack of quality right now. And now Nonto's a bit further right than Buonanotte. They're still basically occupying the exact same position. That's a heavy ball to Buonanotte. He's a bit cumbersome on getting himself on the ball there. And Longstaff rips the shot, which was never going to go in anywhere. Nonto, there you go, biting at Calafiori's heels. Bit better. It only took us until the 83rd minute to actually start trying something. And DCL's off. Leeds have actually dominated possession. Would you believe it? We've had 51% of the possession. And we've done nothing with it. The whole point of going 5 at the back was to have less of the ball, force Arsenal to attack us, and when we hit them on the break, hit them direct. That's how you beat Arsenal. You force them to play a game they're not comfortable with, which is getting on the ball and actually trying to create. That's where they struggle. the same way Leeds struggle when we have to try and get on the ball and create something and break a team down. We do well when a team comes against us and tries to attack us. So why not set up defensively strong, keep the bodies back, not trying to have too much control of the football, allow Arsenal to have more of the ball, create gaps in behind that Leeds can exploit on the counter-attack. No, from minute one, we try to out-possession them. We play into their hands. Both sets aside have worked a lot better this season when they've been slightly more pragmatic and direct. So that's what you force Arsenal to do, because they're the ones that have the onus to go and do something today. And you don't, and now it's 4-0. You try to outplay them when we don't have the ability to. It's 4-0. It's 4-0. It's 4-0. It's Gabriel Jesus who's absolutely slapped that into the bottom right-hand corner, and this one is getting embarrassing now. If we get one back, I think we've got a chance. Well, not anymore, we don't. It's 4-0. It's game over, mate. It's Jeej. It is Jeej for Leeds United. Leeds United 0, Arsenal 4. Wow. That is Jeej. Give Fark a lifetime contract. Thanks, but no thanks. Not that I want him gone, but he does need to fix up a lot of these questionable decisions that he's making. Because that is going to be back-to-back games against Arsenal where we get slapped 5-0. The first one was right at the beginning of the year. Had a torrid transfer window. Fresh to the Premier League. At the Emirates. High-flying Arsenal. You can let it slide. 8 games out of our last 9 without a loss. At home. At Ellen Road. And you perform like this? This could be 7 right now. Arsenal are coming forward with ease here. Like, Rodon's just drove into midfield to try and tackle him. He's got nowhere near him. Stroik slid in again. He's lost it out. Ampadu misses his footing there because Carl Darlow, for some reason again, no communication, jumps at Ethan Ampadu, who had that covered there, trips him over, and forces us to give away a corner. Another stinker by Carl Darlow. And once again, embarrassment from Leeds. At home, there's no excuse for this one. I don't care what you say about Arsenal. This has not even been close. This has been a training session for Arsenal. This has been absolutely embarrassing from Leeds. It's as spineless of a performance as you'll ever see from any club. And the only time I've seen a club put in a performance this spineless was Leeds against Arsenal at the Emirates. And once again, we've done it again. But this time at home. This time when you've had good form and you've had time to plan and prepare. And have some pride in your system. After the way they embarrassed us last time. To have some pride to go into this game. And say we're not going to allow ourselves to succumb to the pressure the same way we did last time. We're not going to allow ourselves to falter and just give the game away instantly. And we're not going to dismantle our goal difference again, which has taken us so long to recover to any kind of amicable level. And we've just thrown it away in one game again. Even at our best, we haven't beaten a team 4-0 this year. Even at our best. Even when teams are there to be absolutely spanked, like West Ham. We bully them for 45 minutes, or 60 minutes in that case. Don't create enough to score any clear-cut opportunities. Get very lucky not to concede one. Only manage to convert 2 chances. And then turn up in the second half like we shouldn't have even bothered. And finally, someone taking a man on. Buonanotte takes a couple of players on. Should have released a shot there, potentially. But at least it's something. Buonanotte's gotten the ball a little bit over the past couple of minutes. He's shown a couple of bright sparks. And again, I'm not sure what position he's even meant to be playing there. I mean, you just got... like... you wonder why Leeds United are unable to play the ball quickly and everything takes so long and it's lethargic and it's sideways and it's backwards, it's because these players don't know what position they're in. They're in like 50 different positions. Like, where are they actually playing on the pitch? Nonto's been in 50 different positions. And so too has Buonanotte since he's come on. So is Ant. Like, they're all over the pitch. And it's not like a well-oiled, well-drilled Bielsa all over the pitch system where everyone knows where everyone is. Everyone knows where they are and they're pinging the balls to them even if they don't see them. They're playing it first time because they have confidence he's going to be there. No, nobody knows where anyone's going to be. That's why they have to look up for 5 minutes and be like, oh, hang on a second, who's here? Who's there? Because they don't know where anyone's going to be. They don't know whether Buonanotte is going to be out wide on the right, if he's going to be central. They don't know if Nonto's going to be playing in CDM, in striker, in cam, in left wing, right. But they don't know where they're going to be. It's just like, there's no formation, no structure to Leeds right now. If we lose next week, got to be down for sure? Not necessarily. Still a long portion of the season left, and we still have, thankfully, a little bit of a points gap over the relegation zone. We have to just really, really, really hope that Chelsea do us a favour today. We have to really hope that at 5:30, Chelsea do us a monumental favour. We really need to hope that. Otherwise, we're in a sticky situation. We're in a sticky situation. Here's hoping that Forest lose tomorrow as well. We really gotta hope things go in our favour here. We really gotta hope it. Yep, that's what you get when you play for a draw in the first kick. Couldn't agree more. The best form of defence is attack. And if a side realises that there's nothing coming up the other way, to threaten them at all, then they will just comfortably wait their time and slowly pick you apart again and again and again and again and again. And that's what's been happening. We've been unravelling from the seams from the very first minute of this game. And he's probably happy that he's kept it to 4-0 instead of 5. But this game is just as embarrassing as that first one at the Emirates was. In fact, it's more embarrassing because of the fact that we have more players at our disposal now. We have players that fit into the system more. We've been in the Premier League for a hot minute now. We've had a decent run of form. We've had a really good home record. And we go and perform like this against Arsenal at home. At your own ground. At Ellen Road. You don't even try to attack the game. Give your home fans something to get behind. You know what I mean? Calafiori's going at Ampadu. Go on, Ampadu, mate. Knock him out. He's keeping his composure. I mean, I want to see a bit more flipping fire in you, mate. I want to see more fire on the pitch as well. And you can knock this clown out easy, mate. It can easy spark him. Give him a little swift left hook to the jaw. Bang, one of those. Yeah, go on, mate. Who does he think he is, mate? Who does he think he is? Get in your face, mate. Go on, clamp him. Clamp him. At least give you something to celebrate here. Go on, clamp him, man. Diabolical today. Andy Jones, Andy. What's going on, my brother? Diabolical. This is 9 goals conceded against Arsenal and none scored. Absolutely, mate. Diabolical. Couldn't think of a better way to put it myself. We are so terrible going forward. Yep, Riley, have been this entire year. Welcome to the club, mate. The only time we haven't been is when we actually try to play direct. And the only times you can play direct are when teams try to get the ball and attack you. Well, guess who's going to try and get the ball and attack you? Arsenal. Why don't we play direct? No, we try to control the football and bore everyone to sleep by having 50% of the ball but doing jack diddly squat with it. I prefer it. I've preferred it under Daniel Farke when we had 20% of the ball because we look more threatening. Because when we get the ball, at least every time we get the ball, we try to attack it. Look at that. He's been mugged off by Mikel. Mikel Arteta's smiling and laughing in his face after he's just come to his house and slapped him up 4-0. And Farke is laughing with him. He's laughing with him. He's smiling. He's just slapped you up 4-0. Mate, you think if that's Jose Mourinho and Mikel Arteta has just slapped him 4-0 and he goes up and tries to laugh and smile with him, he's going to knock him out. You think after Mourinho got slapped 5-0 in the Clasico, he's going up and shaking hands with Guardiola and smiling with him? Of course he's not. I mean, have some pride, mate. I mean, he's just shaking it. He's smiling. He's smiling, fuck. Oh, that says it all. That says it all, mate. Okafor smiling. They're all smiling. Calvert-Lewin at least looks a little bit disappointed. He at least looks a little bit frustrated. I mean, let's just look at the body language here. That's just... I mean, come on. What am I seeing here? I mean, my dad had the right idea. The second we conceded that terrible second goal, he texted me, he said, turn the game off, son. Darlow is... And as I said, I'm not going to repeat what he said. He had the right idea, mate. Oh, my days. Brighton could equalise against Everton, but Bournemouth still won, so we're still cooked. Feel sorry for the lads who bought the tickets. Yeah, they had to sit in that terrible rain and watch Leeds get absolutely slapped apart. And we're now negative 11 goal difference. So we no longer have any goal difference lead over Forest. And if they draw tomorrow, they will probably go above us on goals scored. JT, it's not good enough. I'm raging. That is not even not good enough. That is terrible. In fact, it's so terrible, I'm not even raging. It's just that disgraceful. I don't even want to give them my emotion of anger. It's just disheartening. It's flat. It's just useless. There was nothing from us today. Nothing. And I apologize for you lot that we have to watch this. That we have to pledge our allegiance to a club like that, who can perform like that, and get waltzed over. From JT to JB, or from JB to JT in this situation, I'm back, mate. That was embarrassing. I'm fuming. None of them will be held accountable. No, they will not. No, they will not. And you know who needs to be held accountable as well? Daniel Farke. Because what on earth were the decisions I saw there? What on earth were they? And those players as well. I mean, they had no idea what they were meant to be doing. I don't know what he's told them to do, but they had no idea what they were meant to be doing. And then they just go and they look flat. They give nothing. I only saw a couple of players actually try to spark the game into a bit of life. Okafor can go off the pitch. Yeah, he wasn't amazing, but at least he can say, I created a couple of moments of magic in there. A couple. Other than that, what was there? Nothing. We need a Prem quality keeper. Darlow bad. They have to be held accountable for that. They should have wages deducted for that sort of performance. Well, so listen, mate. If you're gonna deduct the players' wages for that, you need to deduct Daniel Farke's wages for that as well. He is just as accountable as those players after that. Just as accountable as those players. He set them up with no idea with what they were going to do there. Get battered by Arsenal one time, fair enough. Twice, I'm sorry, he's got to take just as much accountability as those players. I'm not going to put it on the players when both times we've played them, we have had no idea what we're trying to do. We're trying to we're trying to keep possession. We're still trying to play defensively. We're still trying, there's no format. There's no game plan of how Leeds are going to get this game done. So listen, mate, he's just as susceptible. And it needs to be as accountable. Today was always going to be difficult. We didn't show up, but don't forget our last 10 games. Not good enough, Adam. Not good enough last 10 games. Listen, look at West Ham. If they win tomorrow, they're 3 points behind us. Yeah? Which means all of those 8 games that were unbeaten mean nothing. Absolutely jack diddly squat is what they mean. Because we didn't capitalise on that momentum when we had it. Football is about momentum. When you go on an 8-game unbeaten streak, you need to make 5 or 6 of those wins. Because that is where you build your momentum to get up the table. You need to get back-to-back wins. 3 wins on the bounce. That's how you get up the pitch. That's how you get up the table, sorry. We went 8 games with 3 wins and 5 draws. Yeah? There was a point in that where it was 7 games and it was 2 wins and 5 draws. And everyone was losing their marbles because we went undefeated for 7 games. Those 2 wins and 5 draws gave us how many points? 11. Okay? Within 3 games instead of 7, West Ham have the ability to gain 9 points. It's not good enough, mate. Yeah, that was just papering over the cracks at times. You got to convert those into wins. We had a great opportunity the past few weeks to catch Bournemouth, catch Spurs. We threw it away against Newcastle, inexcusably. Should have had all 3 points there. We looked embarrassing today. And just unable to pick up any wins. Blocked all my Arsenal friends' numbers this evening for a few days. Well, luckily for you, Tinkerbella, you don't live smack bang in the middle of North London. So, you know, even if I block them, I'm going to see them left, right and centre. And you know what's even worse? I'm going to the home of the Arsenal fans. I'm going down to the Emirates right now because I'm doing a show at 7 o'clock with a bunch of Arsenal fans. AFTV are going to be right downstairs next to me. Let me tell you that for free. And you know how they get when they get a couple of results on their side. And I've been giving it the big and all week, saying you're coming to Ellen Road, you're going to get battered. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Well, now I'm just going to look a right mug, aren't I, mate? I am going to be getting rinsed like a damn kitchen sink. That is not going to be good, mate. Oh, mate. I mean, I hope someone can actually... So one of you can pop on the stream and give me a little bit of offense, because that is going to be... Oh, absolute mauling, mate. I'm not looking forward to this at all. I need to leave in half an hour. And I'm not looking forward to that at all, mate. Oh, my days. JT, I'm struggling with this teammate. Went to Trinity and Leeds yesterday to get a 30 quid Leeds shirt. That performance was a smack in the face. I mean, 30 quid, that's crazy cheap for a football shirt. Damn. That is crazy cheap for a football shirt. Usually they're setting you back. I mean, to be fair, with a performance like that, 30 quid, they should be paying you 30 quid to wear that football shirt after that performance. But, I mean, generally, they're like 70, 80, 90 quid, most of these things. Mate, I will need it, mate. I will flipping need it, mate. I will. This is better. This is better talking to Leeds fans. At least you understand what I'm saying. You understand my pain. You understand the frustration. You're in it with me. We're in it together, lads. We're in it together. That's a great thing about actually streaming these games with you guys. Is even if we are absolutely terrible and getting embarrassed the way we are, at least we're in it together. At least we suffer together. And then when we get those results, we win together. And it makes it magical. Because watching Leeds my entire life living in London, aside from my dad, no one else has ever supported Leeds. I've been completely alone. Me and my dad have been completely alone. Not a single other person to share the pain we've gone through with. At least here, there's people that can experience it with me. And you know, clear the burden that I'm not feeling like I'm just going crazy by myself, losing my mind, my blood pressure every single week. That at least I know there's other people that are going through the same experience as me, trying to watch this, what should be a great club, stumble around without an idea and a philosophy for far too long. I can hear our fans raging on my street. Valid rage. Valid rage indeed, mate. You know what I'm going to hear when I walk onto my street? Flipping crickets, mate. And then when I move off that street, laughter and laughter. And a bunch of Arsenal. A bunch of drunk Arsenal fans strolling home from the boozer right about now. Lording it up. Arsenal shirts left, right and centre. Screaming about how Gyökeres is the second coming because he always somehow performs against Leeds. He's been dining off that hair flipping 90 performance that he put in at the Emirates. He's done nothing else all season. Of course he scores against Leeds again. It's just, we're making careers out here, Leeds, mate. It's just, it's terrible. It's terrible. And I don't think I can say much more about that one. That is just embarrassing from Leeds United. But let me know what you guys think anyway. For now, though, I will see you guys very, very soon. Au revoir. My brothers and my sisters. Neve, good to have you here, Neve. Good to have you here. Needed you here earlier when I was losing my mind. I needed you here to calm me down. Be the calming presence in my life that I need. But unfortunately, the head is already gone from me. As I said, I will be making another video, either a short or a longer form one, to break down this abhorrent game, or more, lose my marbles again. And then I will be live at 7 o'clock on DR Sports. So if you do want to catch any more breakdown, if you're still raging at 7 o'clock and you need to hear something to clear your mind, we will be doing the Saturday football show over on DR Sports, and that will also be catching the end of the West Ham Chelsea game. So I will be sat there once again, losing my marbles, hoping that Chelsea can get the job done and at least make this weekend salvageable from a Leeds United perspective. All eyes look forward to that game now, and yeah, we have to just really hope that Chelsea can do us a favour today. Come on, Liam Senior, mate. Liam Senior, this is your moment, my friend. But as I said, thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure. I will see you guys very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters. Beast, James Toon. Flip, man, we need to. It's just no quality. No quality.